we'll still be in this call.
Yeah. So like, yeah. But
Shit.
basically,
I'll let you take the stage with this.
Yeah. So we are on with the founders of DNA Kicks. So it's Belal, Xavier, Jose, and Alen, right? Or do you
Yes,
want to go
sir.
by Leno?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's everyone. That's everyone.
Yes, sir.
No,
Alright,
that's everyone.
Cool. So just go one by one. Let us know who you are, how you guys started it up, and like what's been going on with you guys.
All right, bet. I'll go first. I started it about a year ago. Actually, a little bit more. Probably summer of 2022. And I was like, man, I want to get my boys in on this. Something that we all fuck with. In terms of shoes, So I was like,
Mhm.
come on, y'all want to get with me? And then for a little bit, we took a break. From like October of 22 to up until recently, till last, earlier this month, took a break, but now we're back. But yeah.
Oh, nice. Was it more of just like personal reasons, or like was it just because like you guys were trying to get something down, or what?
At first it was more of a personal reason. Like it was more of a
Okay.
personal thing. And then after that, that's when I got them in with it. And then it kind of just came back, just like I don't know, I was just like, I kind of put it off to the side. I knew I still had it in the back of my mind. Like I knew, I still wanted to do it. And
Right.
then I was just waiting for like a good time and when to do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So then who was next that came on, or was it like all at the same time?
Yeah, it was honestly all at the same time. Everybody
okay.
was all together.
Oh, that's cool.
Where did the word DNA come from?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll never forget. Me and Alen were in his car, bro. And I was just trying to figure out names, bro. And I don't know, I was in class and I wrote down a whole bunch of names, and I had this notebook, and I was telling Alen all these names, bro. I still have the notebook somewhere actually. But I had all these
bro.
names and like ideas. I was just like, man, honestly, I just was going for something that sounded good. And I was
Bro,
like,
I'm not gonna lie, that's the hardest part, is just like finding a name, because like we had the same
Right,
struggle
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when we started up, we had like a mock-up of like 15 names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it was. And I was just sitting in there. I forget. I came up with a whole bunch of different stuff, bro. Like from everything, like just trying to figure out something that sounded good. That I like went with it. And I remember I was like, I think that wasn't even the original one or something. Oh, I did still have it. Like it's literally all the names that that I was thinking about. And I was like,
That's
like,
crazy.
I think I said DNA sneakers, and me and Alen were like, yeah, that sounds raw.
Yeah.
And then we went
Yeah.
from there, and it went from DNA Kicks to At first, we had to apply for a LLC,
Mhm.
and DNA was too short because we were just gonna shorten it down to DNA, just so
Yeah.
it could be like a branch, like a tree, have different
Right.
branches type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we decided, they were like, oh, DNA is too short, you can't have an LLC with DNA, so we did DNAKNA, and that's what it's under. It just stands for Kicks and Apparel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking into it. I was like, okay, so I get the DNA part, but I was just like, okay, so what does KNA mean? Were they just trying to rhyme with it, or like what was going on with it?
It kind
That's
of went
actually
smooth,
tough.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
No,
it
that
goes
is
together.
tough because they
Yeah.
go hand in hand, and then it got KNA meaning a whole different, like pretty much what you guys are. So yeah, that's smart.
But yeah, but I'm actually like, it's actually crazy that you guys got an LLC done, because like a lot of people don't think about that part, is that you need to get an LLC done. Do you guys have your name copyrighted by any chance?
No, not the name. The logo copyrighted.
Yeah.
The logo. Not the name.
The logo's
Logo.
copyrighted.
Mhm.
Yeah, same for
Yeah,
us. We gotta get
logo's copyrighted.
Yeah, we gotta get ours copyrighted, not like our new one. We just gotta get that
Yeah,
copyrighted.
we had the
now.
old one copyrighted, but
Yeah.
the new one's not.
Oh, did you guys have to pay for it?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually did want to say, was just like the DNA KNA. It's actually smart. It's a smart name too, because obviously there's gonna be a lot of DNA, like anything, right? Just like
Right.
just like obviously shoes, apparel, anything. But since you added the KNA, it kind of separates you guys, like yourselves from the pack. So
Yeah.
I mean, you guys really saved yourselves there, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. Before we go any further, I just wanted to say too, we appreciate y'all letting us on. We appreciate y'all
for sure.
letting us on.
Appreciate it, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, we honestly, bro, like me and Maz, we prefer having guests, small business owners and all that, rather than just me and him talking. Honestly,
Like,
No,
bro,
yeah.
like it's just I don't know what it is, but like the more research that me personally, and then like when me and him started doing like research on podcasts and stuff, like yeah, it's fun and cool like when you have two people just talking the whole time. But it's a lot more cool when you have like multiple people on or like certain people on, because then
you got more stuff to put out.
exactly,
Yep.
and then it's just more authentic stories.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Because
but if you guys,
we were always thinking about like, yo, like we should hit them up. Like, let's hit up 815, try and get on a podcast, and just like do something together. And then as we were thinking about that, we got that DM from you guys.
yeah,
It was,
That's
bro,
dope.
crazy.
They
as shit,
were
bro.
they were texting me to like because I logged in on the Instagram. They're like tell them, and I was like, honestly, bro, I don't know if we're big enough, like, to really, I don't know. I guess I was just thinking,
Hey,
we
honestly, bro,
we didn't.
you don't need to be that big.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Nah, yeah. Now I
because
kind
like
of
bro,
realize,
because we be having like anybody on. It's more just
Yeah.
like
yeah, at this point,
because like the more guests we have, the better. Because then personally, it's easier for me because I do more of like the outreach stuff. So it's easier for me because then I don't got to be like, all right, so who should we have on next week? Who should we have on next week? So on and so forth.
Yeah, true.
So the more guests we have, the better.
yeah, and
How
we
do
even
y'all
have
find
like
people?
I mean, what I do is like, okay, so I'll do my own research. So like, I'll look into. It's like for you guys, right? I knew you guys had a brand for a while, but I didn't know if you guys were completely like official yet. So then, so then when we had our other guests on, so when we had Justin on, he reached out to Justin, and then like I started taking the outreach role like recently. So what I've been doing is just like I'll look into, okay, so who has a company? Okay, they have a company. How big are they? Okay, they're pretty big. All right, let me send out an email or DM, whatever it is, and then if they respond, they respond.
Right.
Okay.
So honestly, like all the research, like anytime I say research, it's just me looking on Instagram or like seeing what's on the news or like doing some stuff on Twitter. That's really all it is.
Even like people y'all don't know, like y'all hit up people you've never had an interaction with.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, that Justin dude. The only reason I knew of him was because I had him on Snapchat since like freshman year. And I've just seen his stories on Snapchat all the time. Never texted the dude, never even seen what his face looked like. And I hit him, or so we posted it about like, oh, like who, if you have a business, like who wants to be on the podcast. And then he slid up on my story about that. And then that's just how we got to talking. And then we had the whole, the whole podcast episode with him. So that's how that worked out. And then we had, Jeremy, everybody knows Jeremy. And then we had Kaiser, who I met when I was working at FedEx when I was there. And then, that's pretty much how it happened. So, I mean, we even have like a few other people in mind too that, I've met and we've all went to school with. So,
yeah.
Right.
So like we'll have people that we know. We'll have people that we know that started up a business like you guys, or like we'll have some like coming up. We have people that like I know personally, but like not to like a certain extent. So we'll have them on too.
Yeah.
So it's not about like, oh, if we know them or not. It's just if they want to be on, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's like it's really just like kind of like cold calling, not giving them an actual call, but just reaching out, and then they don't text back, they don't text back, and then
right,
yep. That's
There'll
all
always
it
be
is.
someone that'll respond back.
Yeah, exactly. But for you guys, I know you guys started with shoe resales first. So and then you guys started branching off in clothing. So how's that been going for you guys?
Bro, it's been going really good.
Yeah.
Like we ran through like a little bit of trouble, but we got through it. We dropped our shirts a little bit later, but we picked a good date. And from the first 3 days of the drop, 2-3 days of the drop, like it was booming. Like it was really good for a first drop. Perfect.
And then you guys divvy up the profits like all equally above you four.
Well, as of right now, it's technically not. It's kind of just not necessarily profits, but reinvesting the profits.
Gotcha.
So like it's one bank account, obviously, and all the money from everything goes to that one bank account, and then we'll use that bank account to like reinvest into it, like use that bank account for like expenses and other things like that. Like right now we're working on putting in another order for some hoodies. So, obviously the money from the t-shirts is going to go back into the hoodies. It's kind of not,
Oh, that's dope.
if that makes sense. As far as the shoes goes, obviously it's whoever shoes it is. So like if Jose gets the
Okay.
shoe and Jose like it sells on the page, Jose gets the profit from that shoe. He decides what he wants to do with
Yeah.
it. But in terms
Oh,
of the
okay.
shirts, it's just kind of like it's kind of a
That's a whole
whole
company.
yeah, it's like a whole thing type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Since
Okay.
we're more of like a smaller business to starting out, we've just decided all together rather than dividing it up. Just keep it in one account and then
Yeah.
reinvest it into more clothes, more shoes.
Yeah,
Whether
it keeps
that's
you guys more
keeping the
unified
website
too.
up, you know.
Yeah.
We're not really worried about it right now, so that's why
Okay,
we do
good.
it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's smart too because we've had this conversation before, me and him, is like if we did try to do like 50-50 on the profits or like something like that, right? If
Mhm.
we don't like how you guys are 4, so if you guys did
Mhm.
25% each, it's gonna like obviously when you guys get bigger, it's gonna cause a lot of problems between you guys. So I mean, regardless of who you are, money always causes problems with everybody.
Yeah.
So it's
No, yeah,
smart
that's
how you
true.
guys
That's
are
true.
running it.
That's the first thing we ran through when we started this.
Yeah. So it's good that you guys have that own like you guys have your own like bank account and like just one singular bank account and just run it from there. So
Yeah, that's honestly the easiest way to keep track of everything. You know, like not only that, but like honestly, like I said before, getting the LLC. Well, first we had to get the LLC to get the bank account because it's a business bank account, and that's
right.
honestly that's the first trouble we really had. I want to say that's like the first big block we had,
Yeah.
like in terms of just running a business. Honestly, the idea of the LLC came after we put in the order for the t-shirts because we were just like, bro, like we didn't like Bilal said, that's the first like the money problem was like kind of the first thing that we realized like we should probably get this straightened out
Yeah.
like fast.
Because that's
I had a
what'll tear
coworker
you
tell
guys
me
all
like,
apart.
yeah, I had a coworker tell me like, oh, like you should have got the LLC. And after we got the t-shirts, I was like, damn. So I applied for the LLC. That took like a week. And then we had to, you have to get an EIN number, which is
Mhm.
like
Right.
it's like a tax number, like basically
Right.
to
To get
be
the
able to
exempts.
have a bank account. Right,
Yep.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to have that all in order to get a bank account. You can't just set up a personal bank account.
Yeah.
As a business, you get taxed differently too.
Mhm.
So we just decided to clear the whole headache of that and just go through with the LLC, get the bank account. We had to find a day we were all available to be able to go in because we had to be there like personally in person to sign up for the bank
Yeah.
account
Yeah.
and all
So all
that.
4 of you
So
guys had to be there?
yeah,
All
Yeah.
4 of
it
us
was
had to be
tough,
Oh,
there.
bro. I
shit.
ain't gonna lie, it
Yep.
was hard.
Bro,
Yeah,
everyone had
finding
to
that
Took us
schedule.
Oh no, yeah, I
Yeah, it's
agree
tough.
100%. But
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
a minute.
yeah, no, I understand what you guys had to go through though. It's hard when it's like you're trying to start up the business. That's the hardest part is when you're starting
Mhm.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Maintaining it,
Yeah.
like maintaining it, you guys can disagree, but maintaining it is not as hard as just starting it up just because of so much stuff that you have to
Yeah.
deal with.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
making the
Yeah.
LLC, getting there, get the bank account, get the tax exempt form. Then you have the forgot the name of the form. But basically you have to get another form for like the business itself, copywriting it, like all of that is just a hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
So I know
honestly,
this
I
is
mean,
very what were you saying?
I was gonna say it's honestly hard. Like if anybody else is like, I know obviously people watch, like anybody watching, if you're starting a business, it's easier to just start than it is to think about starting, bro. Like if you're ever just thinking about starting one, like bro, you can never finish a race that you never start, bro. Like like
Right.
there was so much shit
Right.
that I was scared about like doing, and then I would confine and like like Bilal, Jose, and Alen. I would ask them like, bro, like and that's the best part about having partners too, bro. Like
Mhm.
you get multiple viewpoints of one thing. Like you get one,
Mhm.
Yeah.
one person might
100%.
think, and people might think that's a negative. People might think like, oh my God, then you're having conflicting viewpoints on certain things, but it's not,
Yeah.
bro. Because honestly, at the end of the day, all of us know how to work with each other. All of us know each other, and all of us know like this is for the better business of a better good of the business, bro. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a compromise.
yeah, there's always or like finding solutions or like seeing how to
Mhm.
attack like one problem through multiple viewpoints. It honestly helps. And like obviously if you're just one person starting a business, bro, you got to start somewhere. You got to start with something. If you're gonna just sit here with an idea and never think about actually implementing it, like however you're gonna do it, it's never gonna get started. You're never
Right.
gonna go
And at
anywhere
the
with
end of
it.
the day, if it's all just in your thoughts, you're really just gonna scare yourself away from actually doing
Yeah,
it rather
true,
than
true.
just
Mhm.
You ever
getting to
over
it.
like that's how people overthink stuff. They just think
Yeah.
just think about what could be pretty much.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
So oh yeah, what was your question that you were gonna ask?
Oh yeah. So what I was gonna ask y'all earlier was I know it's very far fetched in the future, but would you guys ever consider like an actual like brick and mortar store for
Yeah.
DNA kicks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
a pretty big goal for us, having our
okay.
own
Yeah.
store.
Oh,
we have
nice.
we have a
Okay.
goal. We have a goal of like I said a year from like a couple months ago. A
Mhm.
year, like I wanted to have like a actual, not necessarily a brick and mortar store, but a location to operate out of. Because there's
Like a
only so much you
headquarters?
can do. Yeah. There's only so
Okay.
much you can do from your room, bro. Like, there's only
Right.
so
That's
much you
true.
can do
That's
from your
true.
garage, or like honestly, we have 50 t-shirts right now. That's what we started with. That was our first job. We had 50 limited t-shirts,
Mhm.
and that it takes up a decent amount of space off rip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like my room is not the biggest room on earth. Like you gotta find a way to, like, that's what we were saying, like either like even if it's somewhere to store it, just like a storage unit or something, or like if we
Yeah.
could get an office or something. But like a brick and mortar store, that'd be like obviously end goal type thing, like what we're aiming for.
Got you.
Okay.
And another thing, so I'm not too familiar with like these like we all know Righteous Cakes up in Fox Valley Mall.
Yeah.
So like stores like that have those type of sneakers, like how does that work? Like how do they get that inventory? Do they just have to over time like resell shoes to get the money, and then obviously the inventory of the shoes first to
They
put
probably
that in the
do.
store?
They probably
Okay.
do.
There's
They
there's a couple ways that you can get that type of inventory. Obviously, you're gonna start small. You're gonna have to work your way up to more expensive shoes. Reinvesting the money. Another key point is just knowing connections, knowing people.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously, some people go through sneakers or from Nike, the web, like the apps themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you don't hit, that's it. Like you either gotta know someone that's selling them to get it off them, or you gotta hit yourself. So I know a couple like ways that you can go ahead and get shoes on there. Is, I don't know if y'all know about this, but like bots, like how some people use bots. It's not as popular now because sneakers is trying to
Oh
like
yeah.
Okay.
break
So, like,
down on it.
okay, yeah, I got you.
You can buy like bots to buy shoes for you.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Apparently sneakers has like a new system where they try to like shut that down. So it's not as popular, but it still sometimes goes through. But I feel like the main one is just like going out there and buying connections and like finding people who have it.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that's just like the
Discords,
biggest way I
too.
feel like right now. Yeah, like
Discord.
Discords,
Okay.
group chats,
Yeah.
other people with businesses, just buying off them.
Yeah.
Got you.
So Jose, I do want to follow up on that. So can you explain like more in depth, like how does like the Discord work?
So pretty much it's just like a big group. People post, oh, they're dropping shoes here. They're like at the Nike store, they're gonna have a certain select amount. The dates, how much they are, resale value. There's like just different things that people post on there about the shoe, whether or not it's gonna be a good shoe to resell or whether or not there's gonna be like a limited quantity, things like that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know like how certain like Discords you kind of have to like pay to get in, like it's like a monthly
Yeah.
subscription or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like that too, or is it more like it's a free community or something like that?
Well, there's some
For
you
you
have to pay
guys.
for.
Oh, okay.
There's some like there's like exclusive ones. There's ones that are free to the public. The more exclusive ones have, I would say, like more depth info on stuff.
Yeah, more valuable.
Yeah,
like,
I know
information.
Discords
Which is
who
understandable.
have like actual employees of like the stores in those Discords.
Oh,
Okay.
I know Discords that you can take a picture of a barcode and it'll tell you what store has what items. Like people like, I don't know, like funnel the info from the store into the Discord, and those are like the higher price. Like you're paying like some decent money to be in those, but
Right.
I mean,
It makes sense.
honestly, they pay for themselves and what you get. It's like the same thing of a bot. It takes a lot of capital to buy. Some bots go for upwards of 10 grand, but
that's
you're
actually crazy.
That's
yeah,
more
I
for
mean,
like
it
the
is.
real exclusive ones, though. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
makes
it is.
sense.
It is like if you think about it, you're paying 10 grand for shoes, but then you're
Right.
buying 50 grand worth of shoes and selling it to make 100 grand back.
Yeah.
I mean, it pays for it pays for itself, but you got to have a lot of money to be able to invest that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I did want to ask you guys. So out of all of like the stuff that you could have done with your business, right? Like, let's say you could have done detailing service. You guys could have done like other things, right? Why shoes and why apparel? Was there like a certain reason?
It's basically like the best, like it's the number one thing we had in common.
Okay.
We all like
Yeah.
dressing up. We all like buying shoes. Like, it's just everything we had in common.
Okay.
You know,
Besides
something we're all interested.
shoes and clothes and cars, that's like the main thing everything of us is interested
Yeah.
in. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know for me personally, like shoes have a greater, deeper meaning to me, and like just fashion and being able to express yourself. And that's what we try to implement within our business ourselves. Like stuff that we all, like like we like to put that shit on to feel good, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
like at the end of the day, like it's a confidence thing. It's like it makes you feel good. It makes you, and like that's what we try to implement within our brand, like
Mm-hmm.
standing out from everybody else and like expressing yourself how you want to express through. And I think that really stands through like with our business model and like how everything, like I don't know how much y'all have seen of it, but the back where it says it starts from you, that's like the whole
Yeah.
idea of the business.
Yeah, that's basically
Is
our slogan.
Okay.
right.
got you.
It's
Okay.
like it's like the idea that just how DNA makes who you are. Like you make the clothes that you put on your body. You make like your clothes that you put on
Mhm.
your body reflects you. Like whether it's your favorite, like if it's a band tee, like of your favorite band or a movie or whatever a
Right.
jersey of your favorite sports team. It
Right.
says a lot about you, and you can express yourself how you want to. And like the stuff, I feel like people put on name brands like to let other people know what they, you know what I'm saying? Like people put on Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton to let other people know they
Right.
got money or whatever the
Right.
case may be. And obviously it's, you might actually like how it looks. You might actually like the quality or what the case may be. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I mean, that belt's not worth $500. It's only
Yeah.
costs like $38 for them to make, $40 for
Right.
them
Yeah.
to make,
Right.
whatever the
Right.
case may be. You're buying that because it has a status, a label attached to it.
Yeah.
And like where our brand, it's more of the opposite or like way around. Like the clothes is worthless until you put it on. Like,
Got
Mhm.
you.
and that's what we try to stand by. Like our quality, like we focus on three main things when it comes to our business: our quality, our affordability, and like the customer service that we like what we provide as a
Mhm.
business.
Got you. So yeah, that leads me to my question is so are you guys also kind of putting a pinpoint on making sure you guys the clothes are affordable rather than kind
Oh, for
of
sure.
marking it up a little
Yeah.
Oh,
bit, or
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, the first day we
100%.
dropped the tees, we started them off at $25. After the
Okay.
first
Oh yeah,
day,
that's affordable. Yeah.
yeah, dude. And then after that,
And
it's
still
30
now they're
bucks. Even
30.
then,
They're 30,
yeah, there's
30?
30
Yeah.
bucks.
Okay.
And like
Yeah.
this, like these numbers, like we didn't pull out of nowhere, bro.
Mhm.
Like I see like I've obviously everybody's bought t-shirts,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but
Right.
like I said, I've been into fashion, I've been into shoes my whole life, and just seeing how price gouged some of the stuff are. Like a Nike t-shirt, like I'm speaking from a biased point of view, obviously from our
Mhm.
products that we sell, and nothing that we put out we would not spend our money on or wear, and that's that's something that we like to think about. Like, bro, I'm
Yeah.
not like if I wasn't willing, or if Jose wasn't willing, Alen, Belal wasn't willing to spend the $25, $30 on this t-shirt, why
Mhm.
would anybody else be willing to spend that money?
True.
Right.
So like we've looked at other like if you go into a retail store, find a Nike t-shirt where just like it's not, I mean, it's not like terrible, but it's not the thickest, it's not the best quality. You're still
Right.
paying $30-$35 for that t-shirt. And
Right.
any of the
Yeah.
higher ones, if it becomes a little bit better, they're priced down like $40. Like I know
Yeah.
the
40,
hoodies that they sell
45.
now are like $70, like off
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just
It's
a regular
outrageous.
plain,
Crazy.
just a regular
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
plain
Yeah,
Nike logo. So
just for it to shrink the next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for you to want it to fit one way in the store, and then it doesn't fit you the next day after you wash
Yeah.
it. So
yeah, and that's what we
Yeah.
did, bro. Like we put our stuff to the ringer, bro. Like
Mhm.
Mhm.
Jose can attest to this. This man went to the gym and played basketball in the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like,
It
you know
was
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
hooping
Like,
shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's decent.
like
But
you know,
yeah. So with you guys, right? So I do want to say is like with your guys' clothing and like your design itself, it's very unique. So when I was looking at your clothing drop specifically, me personally, I would wear it too. But the thing was that I was looking I didn't buy it at the time just because I'm in college, so I'm kind of broke. But
Yeah.
it
Nah,
was
you
just
all
more.
good.
But like I was just looking at you guys' stuff, and like I can tell that you guys put a lot of like effort into it. It's
Yeah.
more, and like now that I'm talking to you guys, it's more because of like it's not like okay, like only Xavier would wear it. That's only his design, or like only Bilal would wear it, or like certain. It's that you guys like would propose an idea, and then if you guys all agree to it, and like you guys would all spend your money on it, then you guys would put it out there. It's not like a vote type of thing. You guys all
right.
like are it has to be all in or all out basically for you
Yeah,
guys. So I
yeah,
do.
I swear, like I'll text in the group chat and I'll wait to get yeses from everybody before we even continue on with the next step.
Yeah.
Like is
Yeah.
this okay with everybody? Like, like, and I've had people like they have like hit back like, okay, let's try this, let's change this. Okay, I'll go back and try to fix it up and try to do it a different way rather than the first way we done.
Yeah,
And
like
it's the same
Xavier
process,
was
not just
saying.
the design.
You can
Okay.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
Xavier.
Alan. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say that like he was mentioning earlier, that's like the best part is you get 4 different perspectives on one thing.
Right.
So if one of us come up with something, we just shoot it in the group chat. If we like it, boom, send it through. If we don't, let's tweak it a little bit, say what's on our mind, what we like, what we don't like, and that's like the best part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
sure.
for you guys like disputes, right? Like obviously you guys would have disputes with like certain designs or like certain qualities of the shirts. How does that work for you guys? Do you guys do like a vote or do you guys just completely avoid it?
No, I'll put it in the group chat. Like I think honestly we all come up with new designs or all come up with
Okay.
new things. Like on what we want or like something that we think would be raw if we implemented and stuff like that.
Right.
And they'll put in the group chat. I'll put in the group chat. Whoever will want it, and then we'll all get all our opinions on this. And if it's something that we necessarily don't, like I said, it's all like how you said, it's all in or all out.
Okay.
If
I see.
and if there's no way that we can compromise, then we don't do it. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Like if there's not a way that we
Got
can
you.
figure something out, we don't do it. Period. But there's always, for the most part, it's always a way of finding a middle ground or finding something. Like
Right.
changing something to
finding a solution to every problem for
Yeah.
sure.
And honestly,
Yeah.
it works. It always works. Honestly, most of the time, the things that they said to me, like, or I've said to them, it always comes out like a better product. It always like, oh, okay, this is better.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Right.
do it this way than the first way I thought of.
Because it builds so much confidence when everyone's around it versus like, people
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yes, like
Yeah.
when you have everyone around it, like it builds just a more confidence boost into the brand and making you guys
It truly
more
does. It
unified
truly
and,
does.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
got 4 people, you're not fighting that like that voice in your head, like, oh, like I don't
Yeah.
want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're getting
Yeah.
3 other words, and like if one's not agreeing, we'll still find a way to agree with each other.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we literally
like, if
don't do
somebody-
anything until we get 4 yeses in the group.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if somebody like proposes like a design and then you guys just basically tweak it from there. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see.
So then as far as like your physical like clothing itself, obviously you guys probably, I saw the clothing, it's really good. And you guys did, just like a very heavy, just like, like the logo on the back and then something on the front. So would you guys ever consider doing like theming your kind of like your clothes? Like, so like you guys said, you love shoes and you love cars. So like, would you ever do like a car theme with your shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our first drop, it starts with you. That's like our
The slogan.
That's also like the drop label basically for that specific one. That's like the theme. It starts with you, and then for like our next drops, it'll have another specific theme with a specific label.
Okay. Okay.
The first drop, we didn't know what to do, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. We didn't know.
Yeah.
You just had to test the waters.
Process, yeah,
That's all
I
it
swear
is.
the whole process of the t-shirts, the idea behind the t-shirts was it started with the shoes, obviously, like how you said it started with the shoes, right? And I was just thinking, like, I knew we should probably start kicking it up, like we should make a comeback, right? Like as a group, we should all come back with the shoes, with the whatever. But the whole idea of the shirts and just like clothing, and I guess it kind of branched off and like evolved from there. Like at first it was just something to go side by side, but I guess like it was like an appetizer, I guess, and now it's like the main. It's within the main course now, type thing.
Yeah.
The whole idea that started with, it was like, I know there's probably people out there who rock with us, who want to support the brand or whatever the case may be, but just don't want to spend $300 on the shoes, and I get that. Like everybody, especially in the area we live in, everybody's not into shoes. Everybody's not willing to spend that much money on a pair. Everybody's not willing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, a $25 t-shirt roots are within the shoes, and brands like the clothes is a different, sector, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that's the whole part. K&A, like kicks and apparel. It's not just kicks, it's not just apparel, it's K&A. It's both of them combined. And like I said before, it's more like at first it was the appetizer, now it's within the main course, and now it's like a part of the bigger business model, I guess you could say.
Okay, but yeah, just quick apologies for the technical difficulties.
you all
We should be
good.
good to
Nah,
go.
you're
We should
all
be
good.
good.
You're all good.
That's gonna suck on the full recording, but obviously our
Nah,
shorts
you're
won't have
good.
it. So
It might
It's cool.
get edited out, so just giving you a heads up on
Nah,
that.
yeah, you're straight. You're
No,
straight.
it's okay. I
Yeah.
was just gonna say to add on to Xavier, a big thing is like how we wanted to just start with DNA, but that's like too broad or too small for the LLC.
Mhm.
It is like a tree. We want to branch out to different things. So right now we're in clothes and shoes. Who knows? Maybe when we want to go into something with cars. That's a passion of ours.
cars, okay.
Obviously we all be
Yeah.
on the game, so it could be something with that. It could be something with sports or like, just something like that. Like we want to. We don't want to. Eventually, right now we're a small brand, so it's
Mhm.
one or two things. But we
Mhm.
want to branch out into multiple different businesses under that DNA brand.
Got you.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you also said you would possibly tap into car products as well for DNA. Would
Well,
that would
You
that
go ahead,
consist
my
of
bad.
like accessories as far as like electrical accessories or like like chemicals to like detail your cars, or have you just kind of throwing that out there for now?
It's kind of broad right now, just throwing it out there. But like one
Yeah.
thing I've had in my mind is like you mentioned, either like a detailing business, or it would be pretty cool just to even have like the air fresheners, like with the DNA logo. I feel
Yeah.
like that
Oh,
would be
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool to come out with. I haven't given it a lot of thought, but it's just one of the things because it's a passion we all share. We all into
Mhm.
cars, so it's definitely something that I'd want to see us eventually go into. Nothing crazy like coming out with like car products, as in, like
Yeah.
mechanically.
A whole
Yeah.
downpipe.
Yeah, like the downpipe or like an
Whole
intake,
exhaust system.
exhaust
Yeah.
system. Not just like little things. Maybe like some lights or like the air freshener, something like that. I feel like that'd be
Or
pretty
like the
dope.
little boxing gloves people hang up, put
Yeah.
put a
Oh,
logo
yeah,
on
that's
it.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be
Yeah, that'd be
decent.
cool.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough because I know like a lot of companies now, they always kind of seem to always mix things together, and then that's like
Yeah.
kind of why they're so popular is because
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
mix so many they mix like this idea and this idea together. So I think honestly like mixing up car products and like shoes and clothing would really like stick out. I mean, even
Yeah.
you just bringing it up, that kind of like that kind of made me think like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mhm.
that'd be something definitely out there
It's
for
tough.
sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. And it opens up a whole different like a whole different people of like willing to buy your products,
Yep.
like an
Yeah,
untapped
100%.
market. And
Yep.
it honestly just broadens the people you can sell to, and not only that, who can like enjoy your products or like
Yeah.
rock with you. And honestly, like fashion, clothes, and cars go hand in hand, bro. Like I don't know if
Mhm.
y'all are familiar, but Kith and BMW have made a collab, bro. Like there's
Yeah.
countless other like, and the Kith M4 is like one of the most expensive M4s out there. It's one of the most sought
Yeah.
after
Right.
M4s
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
And like they like not only them, but like a whole bunch of other people. Like it goes hand in hand, bro. Like whenever you
Yeah.
see like an expensive car and like people do it, like brands do it all the time, bro.
Oh
It
yeah.
adds like a sense of like, oh, okay, like this is whatever the
Yeah.
case may be, like this is something I
100%.
would want to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
there could
remember.
be people. Oh my
What were
bad.
you
Go
saying?
ahead.
No, you good.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, I remember. I was on my phone one time and I saw like an M5 office chair. It was going for like over 2K. I
Yeah.
was like, no way. That's it. I thought that was insane.
Yeah. So basically, what I was trying to say was, like there could be people who aren't into shoes, who aren't into clothes, but they'll see like our car product. They'll see like, oh, they got like these air fresheners, and
Mhm.
they check out our site. They'll see something they'll actually like. Like they'll
Yeah.
maybe want to tie in, like, oh, like they got this stuff for my car. I might as well just match with my clothes. Match my clothes with
Right.
my
Yeah, you
car.
just bait them in.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
for an air
Yeah.
freshener too, because you can buy like a 3-pack for like $6 or something, like
Yeah.
something super
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Or like how BMW, they got like BMW Puma shoes, BMW
Yep.
T-shirts, sweatpants.
Yeah.
The office
you know?
chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, office chairs. Exactly. There's
So
always
speaking
gonna
of
be a way
that
to tie
website,
stuff in.
speaking of that website, did you guys already put the website up and everything, or is it still
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
in
it's
the
up.
works?
It's up
Or?
and
Yes,
running.
sir.
Okay.
It's up
Yeah,
and
it's
running.
up.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we recently just bought the domain actually. So before it was like dna.myshopify.com. So we just
Mhm.
purchased the domain
Oh, so it's
DNAKNA.com. So it's
Oh,
easier
Yeah,
to
okay.
so
use.
it's more clean and slick. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
definitely a must. You don't always want Shopify up
Yeah.
on that.
No,
So
yeah, 100%, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So with your so obviously you guys are starting up and like you guys only had one drop so far. Are you guys gonna, I know you guys are talking about hoodies and stuff, but are you guys open like for collabs for like with other companies as well? Because I know
I mean,
a lot of
obviously.
people because like I know a lot of people like around just like our area. They also do have like clothing brands too, so like it would be cool to have a collab.
No, for sure. Like obviously,
So,
if you if you have somebody big enough, like who's willing to work with us, like who's like, oh, okay, I'll come with you with this idea, and we're like I said, our values, what we hold closest to us about our business is the most important thing. Like I said, that affordability, the quality, and the customer service, and it's like no disrespect to anybody who would want to work with us, but if it's not up to our standards like that, then it's obviously something that we're not going to want to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And that just makes you guys more
like I said,
respectable holding those standards up. So
it is. Like
you can't hate on
it's
that.
nothing against them or nothing. Nothing against,
right.
like do your own thing by all means.
100%.
But if it's not for us, then it's not for us.
Right.
Yeah, and it's good to find that balance. Like if you have like let's say you have a big company that's trying to make a collab with you guys, and they don't match to your standards. It's good to know where you guys are and have a foundation, and don't go underneath that foundation.
Yeah, 100%. And then as far as like when you guys made the shirt itself, what was like, how did you guys want it to come out? So like what were like first kind of renderings on how it was going to come out before the final product?
Basically, we wanted to have make sure we had like good quality shirts. We didn't want to have like a super thin shirt, and then we also wanted to make sure we had like a good presentable design that's like subtle and doesn't like pop in your face, but like you can easily read it.
Yeah.
Something that like you also want to stick out. With our brand.
Oh, 100%. And then you guys worked with a manufacturer for it, or did you guys kind of go through like a third party like website that helped you guys out with that, or what?
No, manufacturer. We had to find one. That's what I was saying. Trials and tribulations of owning a business. That's why getting started is one of the hardest parts. You kind of just got to figure it's. I'll say starting a business is not necessarily. It's a hard thing, but not a hard thing to figure out, if that makes sense. Like, we live in a day and age where there's like thousands and thousands of information at our fingertips. Like, everybody carries a supercomputer in their pocket, bro. Like if you really truly are passionate about something, want to find something out, it's easy to figure out. It's easy to find out.
For sure.
So, finding. I'm not gonna sit up here and say it was easy. I still don't know how to work Photoshop. How we figure out how our design is. You know what I'm saying? We've literally we'll draw it out, and then we'll go on. We'll go on. Yeah, and we'll figure out somebody who can actually like graphically design and say, come to them like, okay, this is our idea. This is what our business is. This is what we stand for. This is what we want. Like if you could execute on this type thing.
Yeah.
And we'll have somebody.
Did you guys use Fiverr for that?
Yeah, we did.
Fiverr? Yeah, I was gonna say we've used Fiverr for literally everything. This logo, and then a detailing business I'm starting next year. I had to go.
Yeah.
I went to a guy for my my logo on that, and then I had another guy through Justin. Networking. He already has my website, so it's not up yet, but I mean he has the whole thing ready. So
yeah, Alen told me one thing, bro. Like, and it's kind of resonated me since then. Like, if you could figure out how to do something on your own, like do it. Like figure it out or try to.
100%.
And that's when we try to do. But obviously, there's only so much. Like, we all work jobs, we all go to school, and we're still trying to run a business. Like, there's only so much time we have on our hands.
Yeah.
Figuring out the website was like decently hard, but it was doable. But I don't have the time nor money to buy $300 Adobe Photoshop and then figure out spend my day figuring out how to use it.
We're the same way.
Adobe Photoshop is insane, bro. Like anything like with the word Adobe, I just stay away.
It's so hard. Like with Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop. Like we tried using like Adobe as our software. It was like the hardest thing to like understand.
Yeah, for like the audio. It is. That's why it's like so up there too, because it's like it has so many options on like you can literally make anything with it, which is why it's so like popular and good. But it's also like I don't know. That's also why it's so hard, is because there's so many buttons you can press, and you can just easily mess something up and not know even trying to like go back and like undo something you did is like so tough.
Yeah. But also for you guys, we should have asked this earlier, but do you guys have certain roles like in your company, or do you guys just do your own thing basically?
kind of do our own thing, I guess. Everybody
Okay.
plays a
Yeah.
vital part in each
Mhm.
each operation. I'll
Yeah.
say I do more of like the I do more of like the I guess like the legal part. I guess you could say
Okay.
that like legal part, just like
Just
structural
getting
type
everything set
thing.
up. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Everybody else
So
provides
then,
you know just as much input as I do or whatever the case may be.
okay, so then every time like a topic or something's or like something troubling that's happened is brought up, then you all just kind of attack it at once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
100%.
makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense too, because like if you guys had roles too, then it kind of creates like a lot of headbutting too, because then you guys would be
Oh.
like,
Mhm.
because like for example, like how Xavier said that he does like all of like the legal stuff, and like let's say all four of you guys had your own roles, and like there's something that happened in between legal and something else, you guys are gonna butt heads. So it's good that you
Mhm.
guys kind of just attack everything together.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. And like everybody provides their own type input, you know.
Right.
Bilal goes to school for graphic design. I go to school for business management. Everybody,
Oh,
Alan's
that's
learning how
dope.
to be a
Yeah.
banker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows
Yeah.
how to.
Shit.
Everybody provides
Okay.
different stuff to the table. Like it's not. That's the best part about owning a business with a partner. Is everybody
Mhm.
brings
Mm-hmm.
different aspects to the table, bro.
There's
Yeah.
always some skill to bring in.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And there's always some skill to even learn during the way, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
become
Exactly.
better at
bro.
during the whole
We're
journey.
learning
So
as we're going. Like we
Yeah.
like
yeah,
Yes,
this is all new
that's
to
like
us.
the biggest thing too. Is
Yeah.
that if as long as you keep an open mind with your business, it's really easy to flourish, because it's a lot harder
Mhm.
if you have a closed mind and you're just like, all right, I know exactly what I want to do, and if it's not that way, it's not gonna work.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
for sure.
And like
That's what
like I
makes
said,
it
the
with
fun
best
one
too.
part.
business, bro. Yeah, with one business too, bro. There's only a business. It takes a lot of money to start up. It does. It
True.
truly does.
It's
Like you gotta
yeah.
have money. You gotta have money to start it up. Like no, you can't make money with no money. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you gotta have some sort of So like, especially with starting a business, I should say, you gotta have money to make money. You gotta have
It takes
capital to
money to make
invest into your
money.
business. It does.
mm-hmm.
It
Mhm.
truly does. And like some I think that's one of the most deterring things that people like starting a business like are scared about. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
invest all this money into it. But with us, you're pulling from four pockets. You're pulling from four
Yeah.
different people.
Yep.
right.
Like this big mountain that you have to climb that seems so hard to get over. It
Mm-hmm.
becomes so much easier when it's like four people like supporting it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right.
It makes things easier.
Yeah, 100%. Especially like with me and Maz, like I remember we had to we invested in a 4K camera. And
Yeah.
that thing
Mhm.
was like close to $1,000, and it's only us two,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
like we're
Yeah.
just like, I mean, hey, it's easier that it's us two instead of one person doing it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It divides
Yeah.
all like not just like the profits we split in half, but like all the costs of everything we can also split
Yeah.
in half. So instead of like, for example, like let's say like this whole studio setup was like, let's say like $10,000, right? Like instead of saying, oh, I gotta pay 10,000 out of my pocket, you can be like, all right, it's gonna be like 5K.
Yeah,
So it
Mhm.
just makes it a lot
Yeah.
easier, more
Yeah.
affordable for you.
yeah,
That's basically how
especially
it was
like
for us on our first drop for the t-shirts. It was roughly 1,100, $1,000. It's
Mhm.
easier to it's easy to split between four people.
yeah,
Mhm.
You know.
250 a person. That's easy.
That's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
not bad at all. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a part of your paycheck. Like that's nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 So I did have a question for all four of you guys, because all four of you guys go to school, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you guys balance just like school? And then I know I've seen it, both you, Xavier, and Alen at Foot Locker. But
Mhm.
how do you guys balance school, having a job, and being able to have your own business? Because that's a lot. Like just having a business itself is a lot. Going to school is a lot, and like having a job is a lot. How do you guys do all three in one day or like a
I think
week?
Jose should talk about this one first
Yeah.
because Jose just made a decision that he I think he should
Yeah, go ahead.
What about school?
yeah just I
Um.
mean you obviously make the decision based on what you thought was best for you. And obviously all of us are gonna make sure that you obviously
Straight.
support you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We all support. So me, I personally just dropped out of school, I guess I could say.
Okay.
Just recently, just focusing on what I really want to do with my future, and um, right now I'm pretty much almost full time at Discount Tire still. I've been there for like 2.5 years
Mhm.
Okay.
already, but the way we kind of balance it, we try and meet like at least once to two times a week if we can, just to have like a little meeting, talk about different things, different ideas for the brand, um, what we want to plan, different drops. If we have any ideas on any different designs, any different clothing pieces that we want to drop in the future. So I mean, we always try and make time to all meet with each other or at least call each other, just to talk about different things, um, stuff like that. Yeah.
So with
'Cause
your guys' meetings, do you guys do them in person or is it more like a Discord, FaceTime, or
It's
we've
both.
done both.
okay?
Both.
Yeah,
It's both. We all got our own schedule. Everyone's got the same 24 hours. So
Right.
at the end of the day, like everyone, we're always home at night. So if it's too late for us to get out there and like hang out face to face and have a meeting, we got our
Mhm.
phone, bro. We got FaceTime.
Right.
So there's
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
time.
makes
There's
sense.
always time, no matter what.
So yeah, before like you three start like going on about like how you guys balance it, I do want to congratulate and commend you for what you did. Like just like dropping out of school. Like obviously you're probably not going to hear that from a lot of people just because like, oh, you dropped out of school, that's a negative thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a positive thing if you think about it for what you guys are trying to strive for, because one, you're saving money because going to college is a lot of money. Two, also that you're saving a lot more time now too, because you were almost working full time at Discount Tire and going as a full time student as well, or part time, whatever you were doing at the time. And
Yeah.
it's a huge step too. It's like it's not a decision made overnight. It's a
Oh, yeah.
decision that you probably definitely thought about like the whole semester, like a
Yeah.
whole year, stuff like that. So I do got to give it to you, man.
I
It's
appreciate
part of
that a lot.
it's part of adulting, man.
It definitely took a lot of thinking, a lot of arguments, a lot of talks, but definitely got to focus on what I want to do, not what someone else wants
Right.
me to do, what someone
Yep.
wants me to do with my future. I've learned a lot with trying to, what's the word? Just pretty much just trying to create my own path and not
Mhm.
let anyone
Yep.
direct me on what path they want me to take.
100%.
Yeah.
So I mean, it definitely took a lot of thinking. Um, but yeah, I definitely appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
at the end of the day, like everybody has what's best for them, while
Mhm.
other people have what they think is best for you. So it's like it's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
important to honestly just take your instinct. Like you think if you think and you possibly know what's best for you, like just take it. Like don't let other people influence you
Mhm.
for sure. Because I mean, me personally, I never even thought about going to college. Like I truly believe I could have gone to college to even like play football for a college, but like I'm not going to college. I'm not. This is what I personally not. So then that just gave me more time. All right, let me get a job. I can work more at a job to make more money at the job, and then I can
Mhm.
obviously invest my money into things that I want to do, such as the podcast and the detailing business, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
I feel
that's
like
like
there's such a
also
bad stigma around it, bro. Like there's
yeah,
such a
Yeah,
bad
bro. There's
there
stigma.
nothing
definitely
wrong with
is.
it. As
Yeah,
long as you
there's
know what you're
like
doing with your life,
yeah,
you got a
exactly.
exactly.
goal.
Everybody like there's such a bad stigma. Like oh okay, oh like even now, bro, working a part-time job, like I feel like people expect you to be so far ahead in life at such a young age, or like
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
everything figured out, bro. Like and
Yeah,
people, like oh, like I've had people, what do you do for a living? Well, what do I do for a living? I'm still a
yeah,
student. Like what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like what do I do?
right.
I'm still trying to
Exactly.
figure
right.
out my
Yeah.
life at this point.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
but like I feel like it's such a bad stigma around like not going to school or vice people, you gotta go to school, gotta have this, but it like Jose said, it's all about finding a path that you want, not somebody else wants for you.
Yeah,
We all live in
100%.
a day and
Yeah.
age where you can get money online, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
literally,
so much
bro.
you can do besides school.
Yeah,
You
honestly.
know?
Not that school is bad, it just
Yeah.
school isn't
Yeah.
always for everyone. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
for some people, like
100%.
they want to do school. Some people obviously they don't. It's just depending on where you want to go with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%. And then also, and not only the time, but obviously you can work more, so you can make more money to even,
Yeah.
More money.
invest into the brand that you
Mhm.
guys are trying to strive. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's only a
Yeah.
positive in different ways.
And it's
So
also not like you're kind of it's not also like you're saying that like you don't need school for anything, like you're still saying that like if you want to be an engineer you can't really like
Yeah,
just do
bro.
it like with a high school degree. You feel me? It's just like
Yeah, I'm not
you
gonna
kind
be
of
a
need to
doctor
know.
who like got their certificate online in a Google Doc.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah, like imagine you hire an engineer and then they say, oh yeah, I've been using Adobe the whole time. That's how
Yeah,
that's how I've been working.
So we're not just saying
Yeah.
fuck school. Like
Yeah.
Like
there's other
ChatGPT.
routes. There's also
Right.
alternatives.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, back to you guys on how you guys balance it. Like I know Bilal, I think you go to JJC, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All three of you guys do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a closer school. So that's also like the bright side, but then the downside is that like you can't really live on campus. So you kind of have to make that commute.
Commute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you guys balance all of that?
So there will always be someone who has a more freer schedule out of the
Mhm.
three of us
Right.
in school, So like out of the three, I got the most free schedule. So I'm always
Okay.
just thinking ideas and then I'll put them in the group chat. And then I'll wait till we get to like a response from everyone. So it's always like whoever's got the most free schedule, put something out,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, we all got the same 24 hours, so someone's bound to see like what the idea is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
You know?
sure.
100%.
Like, let's say
Yeah.
one's not at work, chop something up. One's not at school, chop something up for the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Not just
yeah,
that
like how-
part.
Yeah.
Like going to school. Like commuting to school. Obviously, I mean, honestly, it doesn't suck too bad because we don't live far from the school.
Right, yeah.
Like, JDC is
Yeah.
about a 15-minute drive from me at least,
Yeah.
and it's not too bad. Like we've actually held meetings in the JDC library. Like you could rent
Yeah.
out a room. We
Yeah.
have meetings. There's a bunch
Oh,
of
okay.
resources open to us at the school. Like we've like I've messed with the website at school. Like I've had time in between classes or in between my schedule to figure it out. I'll get like when you care about and love about something so much, there's nothing that's gonna stop you from doing it. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
we'll come home, like we've came home from work like tired as hell. Maybe we had school that morning or whatever the case may be, worked a whole shift, tired as hell, but we'll all meet up, get on a call, talk about what we're gonna do, make
Mhm.
videos, think about the next idea, all do that. We our t-shirts, bro, when we first got them, all of us came over to my house. We all quality control checked every single one. Opened it up,
Mhm.
checked, make sure it was everything how we wanted. We even checked
Yep.
the bags that we got, make sure it was up to
Yep.
our standards. Folded
Yeah.
them together, put them in the bag. Like we did all that. So, dispersed them by size, all that. And we were tired as hell. Like we worked the job.
Yeah,
But
it was like
it
one in
doesn't
the
to
Yeah.
us. It doesn't matter.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to us
Yeah,
it
that
doesn't
shows
matter.
the hustle though, for sure.
Whatever we are willing to, to whatever we want to get out of it, we're willing to put what it takes to get out of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As long as you
Yeah.
guys understand that, that's like the biggest thing. It's like because that's the thing with majority of businesses that fail is that they don't understand how hard you really have to work.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
specifically with like how what Jeremy said to us was that 1% or like what 5% of podcasts don't go past
Episode 20.
20
Yeah.
because like it's just because they
Y'all
don't
are on what,
95%
40,
don't.
41?
Like
Yeah,
41.
41. There's 41
Yeah,
That's
out
so,
here.
that's
so
yeah.
yeah, appreciate it. It's not about like it's not about the because anyone can start a podcast. It's not about that. It's about people don't understand how much work we really have to do is like edit it.
No,
Then you have to
it
make
truly
clips. And you have to
is.
do all that. It's the same thing with you guys, right? Because like you
Yeah.
guys, like how
Mhm.
you guys are saying 1 a.m. is crazy. Not a lot of
Yeah.
people would
Yeah.
be able to do
And
that.
especially like what y'all were doing at 1 a.m., like taking out each t-shirt, making sure they were like pristine for the customer that was receiving it, even the bag it was coming in. Like I think
Yeah.
like that's just such a minor detail that I feel like even a lot of people who are doing these like dropping out merch for people, like I feel like
Yeah.
not even they are doing that. Like
Right.
because honestly, like if I was doing merch, I wouldn't even think I would have just got the 50 shirts and then shipped
Yeah,
them out.
then
To be
ship them
honest,
out,
So it's like for y'all to like be up at Xavier's house until 1 a.m. doing that, like that really just shows a lot from you guys for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
because we care more about what our customers want and like think than just like getting the money. The money will always come to us, but like
Right.
customers will go, like they'll come in, leave, if
Yeah.
something messes up. So we always care about building a foundation of customers, getting a good amount of customers. Then we'll see when the money comes in.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like that one saying where if your product is good, you'll get 10 good reviews, but if your product is bad, you'll get 10,000 bad reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just because like you guys are so detail oriented about like your stuff, and like you guys have your own foundation about like you guys say that your customer service has to be great, your quality has to be great, and it has to be affordable. It's not that you guys are just saying it, you guys are acting upon it, and this is like the
Mhm.
Yeah.
definition of like following your foundation.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
And
hard respect
I
for that.
wanted to tie in with like the balancing of all of our lives.
Mhm.
Speak on it. Like Xavier was saying, we only live like 15 minutes from the school.
Right.
I chose and I made the sacrifice to go online rather than driving up there, just so that I can work more.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna just do the schoolwork when I get home or on my off days. That's usually what I do, and it kind of helps out with the business as well, because when I'm not at class, I'm able to think about these ideas or what we can do for the brand. And then when we have these meetings, I can come up and pitch these ideas since I had a little bit more free time. And like you said, Maz, me and Xavier work together. So whenever I
Yeah.
do have an idea or an issue comes up, I'm automatically able to present it to him in person. We're right there, right next to each other. So we're usually able to come up with a solution, and then
Right.
we just let Belal and Jose know after that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, you guys, like I mean, you guys have everything down to a T. It's
Mhm.
because like specifically on how like young your business is. I mean, when did you
Yeah.
guys start? Because you got your LLC like early 23, right? I'm assuming.
No, like
Like
a month ago.
ago.
Yeah,
month
we
ago?
just got our
Yeah, so
LLC,
yeah,
bro.
like
We
you guys
just
are
got
like
the ball rolling.
like you guys just got the ball rolling, and you guys have everything already like down to like the minute detail.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
pretty much have
Yeah.
the foundation. It's really just
Yeah.
at this point, I
Appreciate
think
it.
for
Yeah.
y'all, it's just consistency. That's all it is.
Mhm.
That
Oh,
and then just keep
100%,
pushing out
100%.
product,
Yeah.
keep pushing
We
out
agree
product.
with you. Yep.
It's all consistency, and then I mean, obviously, you guys are always, you know, talking to each other about ideas, and then
Mhm.
seeing what works and what all you guys agree
Yeah.
on.
Consistency is a big thing with getting our product known out there, like getting enough eyes. Like I recently just found like kind of opened my eyes about social media and really the influence that it can bring to you. Like
Mm-hmm.
so like on TikTok, I've been trying to post like multiple videos a day. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
if you take 100 shots, one of them is bound to go in. Like
Oh
one of them
yeah.
is
right.
100%.
You just need
Yeah.
one video
You
too.
know what I'm
You just
saying?
need
Like
one video.
all you need is one video. All you need is one video to blow up and build a following up from there. Like the next one, it just follows. It's a domino effect. It goes from there. And like
100%.
honestly, that's just all about it is consistency. Just posting as much stuff as trying to make as many connections as we can. And obviously, like doing stuff like this. Not only that, but like doing stuff like this, like getting
Yeah.
on a
Mhm.
podcast. I just told this Thanksgiving, literally the day of Thanksgiving. I told Alen. I told all of them. Or I think it was the day before actually. I hit them up. I was like, bro, it'd be so raw if we could do like a food drive or like something like that to like give
Yeah.
back to people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
we wanted to do something where we donated our clothes. Like it would just be good.
Right.
Like just good to get a name out there. Just good to do, and
Yeah,
not only that,
100%.
but to you know what I'm saying? Like build up
Like do
build
good
up
for the
a
community as well.
yeah, like truly like build a base of our community within our community type thing.
Right.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about business cards?
Yeah,
We
bro,
have
we
business
have
cards.
them. We
Oh, you
include
guys
we
do?
placed them
Yeah.
everywhere.
Okay, I was about to say because like
Yeah.
I know like the gym I go to, they literally grab any business card. I know like the library does it. Like a lot of these places do. So I was about to say like
Yeah.
just get your business card out there too.
Yeah.
So me and my family, we have like a restaurant, and we
Mhm.
have like a table full of business cards, and I grabbed like
Okay.
a stack, threw them at the front, and my mom was telling me like, hey, like your business cards are like they're gone after like 3 days. Just gotta
That's
keep
crazy.
adding
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's good.
wild.
That's the best way to get yourself out there. Like it sounds cliche, like to make a business card, but that's the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, you gotta do what you
Yeah.
gotta do to build a foundation of customers.
Exactly.
100%. I mean, honestly, like even for you guys, like I know it might seem like a stretch, but I know it's achievable by you guys. You know, even if you go to like these stores that are already like brick and mortar, like that are selling, pop culture sneakers and all that, like even just going to them, be like, hey, like we make merch, like can we sell them inside your store? You know what I'm saying? Like righteous
Yeah.
cakes and etc. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another way to obviously grow your business as well, because obviously they're gonna be throwing up like, I don't know, whatever's out there, like off-white shirts. Well, I don't even know what they be making in shirts, to be honest, like that they resell. But like,
Yeah, I just
you
be
guys,
buying them,
like,
bro.
like you guys, I mean, DNA kick shirt would be raw in those stores for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
not
It
too
would
long
fit
ago,
too.
actually, I think like around August, September, I went to the Woodfield Mall, and
Mhm.
there's 2 resale shops, but I went to one of them. It's called Sneaker City,
Mhm.
and like I handed the dude a business card. Like he just opened up that shop, and I let him
Yeah.
know like, hey, like me and my homies, we got something like this too. We're trying to start up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like we're making shirts, we're making all types of merch. We resell shoes. He
Mhm.
took the business card. Who knows if he's gonna use it? But if we become big
He
enough, he
took
might
it.
reach out.
Right.
He took it.
Yeah,
You know,
you
the
know.
Yeah,
chance of him reaching
100%.
out.
That's the first step, is having him take it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know with like how you guys would do with your business about it, but like let's say like along the line somebody does drop out. How are you guys gonna adjust to that? It's a very, you know, worst case scenario, but how would you guys adjust to that as a business?
You know, like at the end of the day, we're all friends, bro. This is more than
Mhm.
just a business. Like I can truly say, Belal, Alen, and Jose are brothers more than they are friends to me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
like you know, I truly believe that if one of them were to drop out, it wouldn't be just a drop out just to, because like everybody feels the same way about this business. You know, end goal of whatever we want to go, like striving to go to that. And
Right.
none of them would just drop out just for their own. They might have a personal reason, fine, whatever the case may be. But I know that
Mhm.
they wouldn't just leave it in the dust. We would definitely figure something out beforehand and get stuff to the right path. Because like if drop like taking a main puzzle piece out of the equation, like
Mhm.
it's like derailing a train, you know. And
Right.
you know, like finding, and obviously with businesses there's many different mountains and obstacles that you got to get through, and you know, striving through is all about that, bro. If you like the first time like you fail and you just give up, like you're never like, business is all about failing and
Right.
growing and
Yeah.
learning from the past failure, bro. If
Mhm.
the first time
course.
you fell off a bike when you were trying to learn how to ride a bike, bro, you would never learn how to ride a bike after that. You'd be like,
Right.
nah,
Yeah.
fuck this, I'm
100%.
not doing it again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
but like you know, we would definitely find a way to work through it. And like I said, I know who, if say like if I left, I know I for sure would not just leave my boys like,
Yeah.
oh fuck y'all, I'm going off and doing my own thing type
Right.
stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, 100% makes sense. I mean, even for us, like we've like it never even crossed our mind about like if one of the other like left.
Yeah.
Like that was never
Yeah.
even
No,
a
yeah,
thought
yeah,
that
yeah.
just popped
Same
in.
with
So
us. Same with us.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, it makes sense.
But I mean, the only reason I asked that is just because like you kind of have to think about every scenario. I mean, I was thinking
Yeah.
about this on the
No,
way
of
here,
course,
like
of
for
course.
our business too. Like I was really thinking about like, okay, so like let's say like one of us did drop out, how would this like run? But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I just wanted to ask to see like how you guys would set it up. I mean, you answered it perfectly in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
But what's it called? Do you guys I do have a question about like for the audience, right? So with the audience, if they are trying to start a business, right? And like let's say they're introverts, extroverts, whatever it is, and whatever business they want to start. What's your guys's, since you guys have a business, what's your guys's advice and like opinion on like how to get started and how to maintain it?
Basically just go with it. Like if you have an idea, dude, just shoot for it. Because if you're just
Yeah.
gonna sit back and just be like, if you're just thinking about what can go wrong,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing you can do that's gonna be right.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. I always feel like, you know, when people always ask like successful people, like, oh, like what would you say for somebody you think about doing? It's always the same answer because it's only like those answers. It's like you just at the end of the day, bro, you just got to do it. And the more you overthink about it, the more you're just gonna scare yourself into not doing it. And then you know what I'm saying? It just kind of like domino effects like into everything. It's like if you don't start, then you won't get this done, this done, this done, this done,
Mhm.
and then you won't even reach
Yeah.
your goal that you want to reach. You know, so
100%. And if you're like how Ma said, if you're an introvert, you know, you don't really like to talk. There's, bro, getting a like I say this, like the whole reason I wanted to run a business is because I did not want to get stuck with no 9 to 5. Like I didn't
yeah,
want to.
mm-hmm.
Honestly, I tell Alen all the time while we're at work, bro. Like don't mind staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning
Mhm.
if it's for the benefit of my business. Like if this money
Yeah.
is going
Mm-hmm.
back into my business, or if it's benefiting my stuff. If I'm staying open, if I'm staying late up that late to, you know, run somebody else or to make somebody else money, I'm not
Mhm.
happy with that. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
like if you're like an introvert or you don't really know what to do, get somewhere where it puts you like makes you like uncomfortable to get, you know, situated with a new, like talking to people. Like I'll
Yep.
be the first to say, like I think COVID really messed up a lot of people's like social interactions and not
Oh
with
yes.
yeah,
talking to people.
100%.
Like bad. And I got a job during COVID, and like it truly helped me with my communication skills, like talking to people, like how they talk to people, how I communicate myself, how I all that. It really helps. And not only that, but like if you are an introvert and if you have like everybody's not the same, bro, obviously.
Yep.
But like you can build like how we do it, build business partners and do with somebody who maybe runs the more like is more the face of the franchise while you stick back and do like like you do more of the technical stuff or you do more of the behind the scenes work,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I mean, I think that's all I got. I mean, you guys.
I mean, if you have any questions for us, ask us, because I mean, we pretty much hit our mark on where we wanted to talk with you guys. So.
I mean, you guys hit it out the park for your first podcast.
Yeah, no,
you guys look very comfortable and everything.
Yeah, very comfortable. I would say even like answers you've given were like very thorough, very detailed. Just perfect answers, honestly. And I mean, even 100%, you guys
like before I hopped on, I told them to be. I was like, bro, I just want us to be authentic. Like I just want us to be
100%. We are transparent, be cool.
Yeah, that's the point of our podcast too. Like I was telling you guys, like before we even started recording, we don't care what you guys say as long as you guys don't incriminate yourselves.
That's it, bro. That's it.
But do you guys have any like final thoughts or anything like that to say to the audience or whatever?
I just want to say like I appreciate y'all again giving us the opportunity to be on here.
Really appreciate y'all.
100%.
We're definitely
shout out to y'all.
Guys.
41st episode.
Praying for many more episodes to come out.
But I mean.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly, guys,
I was
like,
just about to say that. I'd be
if you guys ever want to come back on or like,
100%.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll definitely
100%.
have you guys on again, like when further like along the line, like when you guys actually have more drops, because I know you guys only have one drop out right now.
Yeah.
So as soon as you guys get like more drops, I'll get your names out there. We'll definitely have you guys on again, and like we'll basically just
I'm excited to see where y'all go with it as well. Like, obviously,
you guys grow as well.
I remember I watched the first episode, and from now, like I just watched the last one y'all did.
Completely different.
A lot of progress.
Like it's completely different. A lot of progress. So, I'm excited to see where y'all go with it as well.
Yeah, and that's the fun part is we don't know where it's gonna go. So I mean, that's part of the journey. So
maybe when we're next podcast episode, it's in our own studio.
Microphones, big
table. Never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Big circular table.
Yeah, man, that's definitely the goal. So I mean, if y'all are good, we're good.
We're good, yeah.
And then
yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll see you guys hopefully soon. And then for all y'all watching, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna link all of their socials in the bio to check them out.
We'll have the website. We'll have the website up. We'll have the drop down, like everything.
Yeah, we'll have everything from them in the bio. And then we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Yeah,
we'll be sure to shout y'all out.
Yeah, bro, guys.